The Cmore HMI will allow you to fully integrate your Do-more project tags. Open your Do-more Designer software project. Before we begin the export process, let's discuss the addressing in Do-more. Here in the documentation editor, you can see a collection of different memory types that I'm using in this project. Make sure to note the nickname column, as this will be important later when we discuss the export options. In Do-more, you have two main types of memory: built-in addressing and structures. The built-in addressing includes your typical inputs, outputs, internal coils, and other addressing. Then there are the structures, which are a collection of tags that relate to a single process and are heaped together for organization. For example, a PID structure has the following members. These members can be of different data types. With the versatility of this addressing in Do-more, it leads to different options for exporting to Cmore. To start exporting your tags, go to File, Export, and then Element Documentation. There's 6 options for exporting your PLC addresses that then can be imported into Cmore. All of them involve these options here. The first option will be by selecting this. This export option will include any built-in address or structure element that has a nickname assigned to it. Now, if we go back to our element documentation, with this option, only these will be exported. The second option will export all the addresses as in option 1, but will also add any address used in the ladder code even if it doesn't have a nickname assigned to it. This goes for built-in addresses or elements of a structure. These used tags without a nickname will show up as the name of the address in the Cmore import. For example, C2 will display as C2. With option 2, these will be the addresses that export. With these first 2 options, you will use the standard driver in Cmore, and with the rest of the options, you will use the Do-more symbolic driver in Cmore. The third option will export any address that has a nickname. This includes built-in addresses, members of a structure, or the full structure, as long as they have a nickname. The fourth option includes everything in option 3, but also adds any address that is using the ladder logic. As with option 2, any address without a nickname will be imported into the Cmore with the name of that address. So X0 will be imported to Cmore as X0. The fifth option will export any of the nicknamed built-in addresses or members of a structure, but will only export the nicknamed full structures that are used in the ladder logic. The final option will export every option from 5, but also add any used elements to the export. These options really let you optimize the amount of traffic that will be passed between the Cmore and Do-more. All the options will export the nickname built-in addressing or the nickname individual elements of a structure. The big difference is if you want to include the addressing used in the ladder logic or complete structures with nicknames. The most complete option is export option 4. So for this example, I will continue on using option 4. I will name my file and then save it. Open up the Cmore software and you'll see this startup wizard. Name your project, select your panel type, and under PLC protocol, you'll see these 4 options. If you exported using option 1 or 2 from Do-more, you'll use the standard driver. If you exported using 3 through 6, you'll use the symbolic driver. Since I used option 4 and I'm communicating over Ethernet, I will use this symbolic Ethernet driver. Click here on Protocol Setup and define the IP address of the Do-more CPU here. For the most part, these defaults will work for most systems. Once you're done, click OK, and OK once again. That starts your project now to import the tags. There's 2 ways that you can go about this. You can go to File, Import, and then Tag Name Database, or open your tag name database from here, and select Import. Select the file that we created earlier. Select the device that you're connecting these tags with. If you want to append the tags with text, place that here. If you'd like to overwrite the existing tags, select this option. Once you have those options set up, select Import. My tags successfully imported, and I can see them now in my tag database. You can also select here and use this filter to display only the tags for this device. Now that everything is imported, make sure to set up the IP address of the Cmore by selecting here on Ethernet port and enter in the IP address info. Once that is done, send the project to the panel and start building your control screens. And now you can integrate your Cmore with the power and versatility of Do-more. If you have any questions on the Cmore line, please comment below or call into our free technical support department. To see more videos on the Cmore line, select here and make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for upcoming products and solutions.